and our modelling has indicated that this will create further revenue opportunities. Now, it's early in our season cycle just yet, but that situation certainly does seem to be playing out. And perhaps most importantly, to date, we've had no negative customer feedback whatsoever. So just a little bit of background on the Australian ballet structure. Box office is responsible for over half of our company's revenue, so it's clearly very important to us. We have run a subscription-based program in Melbourne and Sydney, in addition to other single seasons in other major cities. Subscribers make up approximately 57% of our attendees, and the majority of these subscribe into renewable seats year on year. We value a very loyal subscriber base, and over 30% of our subscribers have been with us for over 15 years. So we present a mixture of blockbuster, so traditional narrative ballets, and mixed bill repertoire, which could include heritage or new works. Subscriptions sales are managed solely by the Australian Ballet through our in-house box office, and we also sell a significant proportion of our single tickets in-house, the rest of which, this is for Melbourne and Sydney, and the rest of which are sold by our venues, the Arts Centre Melbourne and the Opera House. So our situation was that we couldn't simply add performances. We've got no venue availability and the company is at capacity, and of course there's inherent costs in adding performances in any case. Our current subscription footprint also didn't allow much flexibility in terms of scheduling, so we couldn't simply increase the number of blockbuster performances and reduce the number of the more challenging works. We're in a fortunate position that many of our productions will often sell out towards the end of a season, but this leaves us with unsold capacity in early performances. But perhaps most significantly, what we found was that as popularity for a production increases and capacity decreases, our per ticket yield exponentially diminishes, so we're making increasingly less money for a ticket that is in high demand. Now, this graph sort of goes some way to illustrating that. The purple bars are our Sydney productions between 2005 and 2010, simply in order of success of sales. And what the blue points show is what the average per capita ticket price was for each of those productions. What you can see is that it really bounces around quite wildly, and certainly once we get to the higher end of the spectrum where shows are selling particularly well, that average ticket price is dropping. And what you can see that red line then indicates is that almost irrespective of the success of our season, our average ticket price was remaining the same. So in terms of our desired outcomes from our demand-based pricing, revenue management was obviously top of the list. We wanted to be really sure that revenues were being maximised for each and every ticket sold. We wanted to encourage early booking or even subscription. And we wanted to create an increased perception of demand, so really create a hot ticket mentality. Ultimately, we're looking to remodel customer behaviour, so really get the message out there into the marketplace that the best